Lately it feels like news at Bethesda Game Studios is really dry, so what's going on? While we've had some smaller announcements recently, mostly just to do with Fallout 76 getting new updates such as pets or being able to play as a ghoul starting at some point next year, there really hasn't been much else, or at least, shall we say, officially revealed, though we have had some leaks. Just a few weeks ago, filming started on Fallout Season 2, which, let's face it, everyone is excited for, and we have already got new set leaks. If you remember when Season 1 was being filmed, we got a ton, and Season 2 set leaks just keep piling in, showing off locations, confirming what was teased during the ending of Fallout Season 1, that yes, Season 2 will take place at least partly in New Vegas, which is really exciting. I mean, if you can ignore the dreaded fear of how people will likely overreact at the tiniest things in a Fallout series set in New Vegas. But hey, I mean, that's pretty hype. As far as a release date for Season 2 goes, well, unfortunately we have no idea still. I'm willing to bet that the show will drop around early 2026, maybe very, very late 2025 if we're lucky, like 2025 going into the new year. Also, Ella Purnell, the wonderful actress who plays Lucy in Fallout, has seemingly joined Blue Sky, the new and better Twitter, and she apparently is playing New Vegas while filming, though we can't be sure if this is actually her or just an imposter account. In other news, not Bethesda Game Studios, but we do know that Todd Howard is currently working with Machine Games to release Indiana Jones, which releases in just a few days, which is obviously really exciting. I don't appear to be getting a review code for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and actually no other content creator that I know has actually gotten one yet, so it might happen, but probably not, unfortunately, so you will have to wait until probably the 10th or the 11th to see my review of that. But what is going on at actual Bethesda Game Studios? We know Starfield updates are still happening, mostly just fixing small bugs left in the game, but we don't have any official news on the next DLC, unfortunately. What we do know is that Bethesda are currently in the middle of working on Elder Scrolls 6, obviously, which they went into full development on last year. As per usual with Elder Scrolls 6, there is no official news to share. Just a few days ago now, we spoke about the possibility of getting Fallout remakes, which does make sense with how huge the show was, literally getting tens of millions of viewers, Season 2 coming within the next couple of years, you know, fingers crossed, and how hugely every Fallout game blew up when the show dropped its first season earlier this year. As I mentioned in that video, this does make sense with how huge Fallout is now, and with the show, it wouldn't be surprising to see that Microsoft and Bethesda want a new Fallout game out as soon as possible, and the quickest way to do that would be remaking or remastering an older game like that of Fallout 3 or New Vegas. But of course, sadly, once again, no official news. And that's really why I wanted to make this video, just because I know a lot of you, like me, are wondering, hey, what's going on with Bethesda? We haven't heard anything from them, you know, official in a while, and yeah, it's been a very slow few months, sadly, but that's just what happens when they're in the middle of making games. Like I said, we know that Elder Scrolls 6 is in development and has been for about a year or so they're likely very busy. Sadly, will not be making any new announcements soon. We also obviously heard a very long while ago now that an apparent Oblivion remake was in the works, which I'm sure you've all heard of, but we have heard nothing since that. Nothing since the leak came out. And that leak did come from Microsoft themselves, so, like, you know, we know that it wasn't fake or anything like that. So whether this new Oblivion game is in the works or not, we seriously have no idea at this point. To be fair, when it was leaked, it was stupidly met with a lot of backlash, so maybe Bethesda hit pause on developing it, who knows. My theory is that Microsoft saw the numbers for the Fallout show and told them to, you know, scrap the Oblivion remake and work on a Fallout remake instead. Again, all of this is just guesswork, unfortunately. So yeah, there is just really not much to talk about when it comes to Bethesda Game Studios lately, especially around the holiday season. They're probably working a little less, taking some time off, etc. Bethesda as a whole, now that's a different story. They're shaping up to have an extremely good few months, with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle dropping very soon, and Doom the Dark Ages dropping at some point in 2025. But anyway, super short video today. Like I said, there really isn't much to talk about. I did want to make a video about my thoughts on all of the Avowed previews, but honestly, my thoughts are not that great, and you all know that I really dislike making negative content. So let me know if you do want to see that video or not. It's up to you guys. As always, if you want to stay up to date on everything RPGs, subscribe, never miss a thing. Lastly, a huge thank you to all of our channel members for their continued monthly support. It means the world, guys. But with all of that said and done, we are going to wrap up. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.